Hey guys, my name is Alacia and welcome back to my channel, The Sea Life 6. If you're new here, please remember to hit that subscribe and notification button, and also remember to like the video so you can get notified every time a new video comes out. Look in the video below to get a link to my Instagram and to our Facebook page, and you won't miss any of the fun that goes on in our daily life. So I'm so excited. Let's get started with this video. Okay, so I have two ways to show you today. So this is my oldest who is finishing up the Simply K program, and this is for my 5-year-old who is about to start this fall the Simply K program with Masterbooks. So I'm able to kind of show you in two formats, with it in the workbook and with it out of the workbook. Now, right now I have the Simply K just kind of like in this binder. I'm changing the way that I'm going to do my organization, so watch out for my new organization video. But right now I have everything in a binder. You're gonna see a lot of talking hands today because I want you guys to be able to look in the workbook and not really worry about me trying to hold it up and finagle it in front of you. So get a look at this, pretty face. It'll be the last time you're seeing it in this video. No, I'm just joking. Please don't take that seriously. But let's take a look inside of the Simply K program from Masterbooks. So we're gonna go ahead and open up the Simply K book. The very first page. Here's your table of contents, and it has your quick start guide, scope and sequence, course supplies, all your lessons, and what pages they begin on. You're gonna have a diploma you can give your kiddo when they're done, book suggestion list, a teacher resource page, mini books, charts, and ABC cards. Next is going to be the quick start guide, and it's going to show you the different icon pictures, what they mean, and so on and so forth. The scope and sequence is basically the same thing. You're going to have your icon list at the top, what is in each lesson, what you're going to be reviewing, and then if you want to put due dates to kind of keep yourself accountable, you can put those over here. And it goes all the way to the very last one. And then here is going to be your course supply list, all the supplies you're going to need throughout the course. And then when you get into each lesson, the first page will have a supply list for you. It's going to have a look ahead list, the objectives for that lesson week, the memory verse, and then extended activities if you want to do different activities. So let's go ahead and take a look at the first one. So here is your life skills section. Then the Bible verse section. It has some, and this is another thing that I love, it gives the kids some sign language when they're doing their songs or their verses that they can use. Then you're going to have rhyme time, so they'll have different rhymings that they're doing, different little stories for that week. And then it'll say, okay, get your ABC card, and now I'll show you what the ABC card looks like for my other sons. So basically this is when you're just singing the ABC song to kind of go through and have your kiddo point out to them. And then they have a tracer on the back, and I've laminated this myself. And then it's going to get into, it tells you at the top the lesson and the day that you're on. So let's skip over to here where it says mini book. So when it says mini book, I have them all in my son's pencil case holder in his binder. And basically they're just little books in the back of these books that you're going to cut out. Now I haven't laminated these yet, but I am going to. So it's like a little flip book for each letter. And then you can have them, you know, if you have this laminated, you can have them trace their letters. So this is what it means when it says the flip book right there. And now for this activity, there was actually some scissor work going on for this. You have some strings, there's songs, again, the mini book. Then we get into the coloring and where you are going to be using your cutting for this lesson. And then you continue on, there's tracing here, showing what the A stands for, alligator. And so basically you're just going to be doing a lot of repetition stuff with your kiddo for that lesson. And then each week's lesson is a different letter, so then you'll move on. So let's go ahead and flip to the back of the book where we're going to get all of our resource stuff. Okay, so this is the diploma you can present your child with once they've completed the Simply K book. Here is a list of book suggestions and what week they suggest the book to go with. A little bibliography. And then here is like a teacher resource page. Again, teacher resource page for writing. And then here is the little mini book. So this is what you're going to cut out to create your kids' mini book. I just want to show you all the pages. They're really nice, they're big, they're colorful. And then here is the ABC chart that we got, that I've laminated, that I showed you. Here's some extra laminations that I've also, extra pages like for writing practice. I printed it out, I tore it out and I laminated it for my kid to be able to practice writing with. So that's what it looks like laminated. Front and back. And then these are emotions. So at different points in the lessons throughout the book, your kid's going to be learning about different emotions, and they're going to go with like the Bible verse and different things like that. So here's the laminated one for that I have. Don't mind my dog, heavy panting in the background. And then they're also going to be doing some weather stuff. So there is that. Now, my little dude took off with our weather card, so unfortunately I can't show you where the weather card is, but I've also laminated the weather. And then here's just some more little flashcards that you can do, that you can cut out and do with your kids. Again, super colorful. I love how colorful they are. They aren't just black and white. And that is it for what's in the Simply K book. Like I said, they give you a lot of resources. They don't just like, throw you to the wind. There's stuff in the back that you can print out. I love they give you a supply list, a look ahead, what your objectives are, what your memory verses are, and then extended activities that you can do with your child. I don't personally do every extended activity. It just depends on what we're doing that week. But I like how they tell you what the extended activity is so you can make sure and, have that ready for you when you start your lessons for the week. So that is the Simply K, guys. And here, I'll let you kind of look. Now, this is a lamination I made for my son to spell his name. Like I said, these were the books. So for our little flip through books, I just got a pencil case in the dollar store, and I keep them in there with the flashcards. Whoop. And then the tracing and everything, you guys can kind of see. This was when we did our cutting exercise. There's some cutting exercises down here. The cutting that he did on this previous page. And I like to just keep everything in this binder. I am going to kind of, like I said, mix up how I'm doing my organization. But when my child is done, everything will be put into a binder. That way I can have it ready for a portfolio review for the state that we're going to. They require end of year portfolio reviews. So I want to make sure I have everything where it needs to be for that portfolio review at the end of the year. Thank you so much for taking your time to hang out with me to review and look over the Simply K book. Please leave comments down below if you have any questions or would like me to answer anything else about the Simply K.